It's Week 11 of the NFL. And up next, we'll see Jalen Hurts. He's going to have to air it out plenty this week. It's the Eagles and the Commanders on Thursday night.
Philadelphia is known for having some very vocal fans, and nearly 70,000 of them are letting their voices be heard already. Welcome inside Lincoln Financial Field. Hi there, everybody. Thanks so much for joining us. You picked a fun one to tune into. I'm Kate Scott, joined by former NFL quarterback Brock Hewitt. And we've got two quarterbacks here, Brock, who are known for playing a very exciting brand of football. Not just throwing the rock, but taking it themselves, too.
Yep, these are two of the guys who really epitomize the direction that this position's going in the modern NFL.
Yep.
Pocket passers, they'll have their place. They always will. But a lot of teams look to somebody like this as the default. A great passer, but someone who can also mix in plenty of rushing yards and keep honest.
Joey Sly is going to have the honor of getting us started. And away we go at the link. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. They're led out by a QB coming into his 5th NFL season out of Oklahoma. It's Jalen Hurts.
A bit of an uneventful outing individually last week, Kate. A touchdown and a pick for him, but the lasting memory, well, there's no question about it. Walking off that field with the loss, that stings. No doubt he feels he could have done more to prevent that result, so expect to see a motivated individual taking snaps here this week.
And he'll take it up to the 30 before being brought down. They get an even 10 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia first down. Here's Hurts. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. No dice on that prior pass. Here's second down. Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And he's caught after a gain of about 2. Jeremy Chin there on the stop. He gets a couple, and it'll bring up third down.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
He lets one fly deep downfield. Nearly an interception on that play, and they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long.
You hear defensive coaches on every practice field we're on preach not giving up the big play, especially at the NFL level. They'll need to stay vigilant because they're definitely going to use that receiver to take the lid off this defense again.
The fair catch taken in at the 28-yard line. So the Commanders' offense headed out for their opening drive. And leading them out is the reigning Heisman Trophy winner, the number 2 pick in the NFL draft out of LSU, Jaden Daniels.
That's a loss last week, Kate, that he wears. He's worn it all week long, and I know he isn't the only guy out there. There's 11 on the side on every play. A couple of interceptions. He's going to hold himself accountable. A lot of work's gone into making sure this week's game is an improvement on that.
Into the hands of Terry McLaurin. He's got a gain of 6 there. Sidney Brown in on that stop.
That is the epitome of staying on schedule. That kind of completion right there on first down. Well, it opens up the entirety of the playbook for second down. On the 3rd and short in your back pocket, you can get even more aggressive and take that shot.
6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I'm sure coach and play caller doesn't mind making the job a little bit easier. You know, play calling's a lot simpler and easier when you count on the offense to move the chains on those early downs.
Oh, he taps it quick to the receiver coming across here. He'll work it a couple of yards past the line. Josh Sweat making the stop. He gets a couple on first, and they'll come up 2nd and 8. From the 43. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. So now it's going to be 3rd and long. Again, Daniels to the air. And there's a man there. It's intercepted. Picked off Reed Blankenship. Not the auspicious debut they'd certainly hoped for on that opening drive. The coverage impressive, taking their first possession away with that interception.
Hey, it is tough to play a clean game in this league. The caliber of defenders are awesome. You just hope that eventual missteps happen at a less meaningful moment than your opening series. You don't want to make it any harder to get your rhythm and get your passing game going.
The Eagles and Saquon Barkley ready to take over once again. And he has just shredded NFL defenses so far this season. You can see he's sitting 2nd right now across the league in rushing yards. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And this almost ended worse, but he gets a yard out of it. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Manages just a yard on first down. Now it's going to be 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
Hurts now from the gun. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamin Davis. Well, Brock, if you like defense, you are loving what you're seeing right now. Consecutive drives that have ended in interceptions. It's become a real defensive battle.
Well, let's see here, Kate. We got 1, we got 2. Do I hear a 3rd interception in a row? I'll tell you this right now. These defenders, they are squashing that thought. The defenders are offensive guys with bad hands because they're making it happen, taking the ball away.
Back out run the Commanders for their 2nd drive of the game. And as they take the field, Brock, they got to be thankful that interception didn't cost them. Still scoreless here.
I like how you say they. I think the quarterback in particular
Yep.
right, loves a chance to have in golf a breakfast ball or a mulligan, another opportunity to flush that first drive away.
A big play, 23 yards to move those chains.
I think my favorite part was the magic he worked after the catch. The way he took the completion and made so much more out of it by adding all the extra yardage.
Got Sinnott, it's complete. He gets it ahead, winds up with about 3. Darius Slay with the stop.
He's just one of those guys, Kate. Even when he's not open, he's still a target thanks to that physicality and his ability to just play bully ball. They don't like forcing into coverage, but sometimes when you got a bully like him that can create space, you just find a way to get him the ball.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
That's just great instincts. Go air it out on 2nd down rather than just play conservative and run it. They hit a weak point in the coverage and don't need to worry about 3rd down at all.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. Escapes the pocket. He can run it. Decent yardage picked up here before he slides down to avoid the tackle.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
And he's able to get this down to the 13. It's a gain of 4 there, and the Commanders will have a 1st.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that 1st down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense, and I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
Daniels on 1st down. The throw is caught, and he drives this down to the 8 before going out.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Halfway to the marker, it's 2nd and 5. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
What was supposed to move the chains, or at least make 3rd down easier to handle instead, well, did the exact opposite here, Kate. Now makes this 3rd down a whole lot trickier to figure out.
Daniels throwing on 3rd. Has it in close. And he's able to get it to the 2 before the stop. They find 7 yards, and now they've got 1st and goal.
You know, they call that the money down for a reason, because you're just simply not going to last long in the NFL if you don't convert a good portion of your 3rd downs. It's the money down. And nice to see them roll the dice and continue the series.
1st and goal. They'll try an option to the left. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Only a yard that time, and now it's 2nd and goal from the 1. They'll go with the option to the right side. And he gets in. Touchdown. The Commanders pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. Jaden Daniels with the touchdown. Well, we all knew somebody was running with it there, and when the defender started flowing towards the back, he made the right call that he would be the one to run it in.
Yeah, he sure did. I think if he hands that off, this play does not end in a touchdown, but in a collision for his running back.
Yeah.
So not only is that running back thanking his quarterback, the rest of the guys are celebrating for that decision.
That one right down the middle. And the Commanders will jump out to a 7-0 lead. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. McCole Hardman now on the return. And the return sets them up just beyond their own 20. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. And it's far from the first time we're seeing this unit head out, Brock. But what we haven't seen so far in this opening half, well, we haven't seen much in terms of yardage.
No, it's like they've written a few lyrics, but nowhere close to a song yet.
First down, a run with Barkley. And this is pushed ahead for a gain of 5. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. Halfway there on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
Shotgun snap for Hurts. Couldn't connect right side. It's incomplete. No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. They put a receiver in motion right. Hurts with it on 3rd and short. This one finds Goddard. Breaks the tackle, green grass ahead. And a huge run comes to an end as he heads out of bounds. Wow. One of the game's biggest plays right there as they get the markers reset.
You know, Kate, we often talk about flipping the field in special teams, right? A kick return, a good punt. Well, an explosive play like that does the exact same thing. Look at the difference in field position. By hitting on that shot, you've totally flipped the field and the tone of this drive.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he's brought down for a loss.
Well, he was supposed to be the one who chipped away a few and got a new set of downs started right in rhythm. Instead, he's now forced to pick himself from behind the line thanks to a great effort defensively.
Here's 2nd and 11. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
That pass, it did put him in a position where he had to shake a defender. That's all you want. Give me a one-on-one. And he is capable of doing it, but not against that dude. That defender could not be shook, and he knocked him back across the line.
3rd and long for him here. It's another first half mistake. He's intercepted again. Quan Martin with the pick. And the Commanders are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season. Now we'll pause for a bit. There's a player who needed some help out there, and that looks like it is Devontae Smith. Commanders starting out in a good spot this drive as they get set. 1st and 10. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
As a play caller, Kate, I would always be a little cautious of a first down draw. I like it better when that defense is anticipating pass. Well, they were only anticipating getting the backfield and making that running back feel the pain.
2nd and 13. And down he goes. The Eagles got him. And that pushes him back. 3rd down coming up.
I think his decision-making wrote a check that his legs couldn't catch this time. This QB can run, and he's ranging, looking for space, looking for an outlet. But there was none to be had. No escape route available this time.
So a really tough spot here. This is 3rd and a country mile. Daniels gets it to him on the screen. And he's tackled for a short gain.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong, where I sit and judge a defense. I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on 3rd down.
Tried getting creative, but the coverage team read it all the way. This return loses yards. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. And we'll see if they go right back to the passing game here, coming off an interception they threw in enemy territory. And they're able to grind him to a halt after a pickup of 4.
That is just a good, solid run right there. I know, that's pretty basic commentary, but sometimes football can be basic. It keeps you on schedule, that kind of yards per carry, and you move the sticks.
2nd and 6 coming up here. From the 27. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. He was looking for A.J. Brown there. And that brings up 3rd down.
See the pass, time up your hit, and jar that ball loose. Not a lot of players are hanging on through a well-placed hit like that one.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. Throw came out right as the defense got to him. That's an incomplete pass.
You need to buy your receivers enough time to get open along their route, and your quarterback enough time to find and hit them with the throw. When the line doesn't hold up, incompletions follow.
Punter takes the field on 4th down, and he sends this one flying. And the coverage team is there as he fields it, so almost nothing on that return before he stopped. Officially a 55-yard launch. And the Commanders will go on offense. They're set up at the 35 now. On 1st down, here's Daniels. Able to find Dotson here. Wow, they get a big old 32 yards out of that play, as well as a new set of downs.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
So the complexion of this drive has changed dramatically now. New set of downs inside the 35. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And he gets absolutely popped to end that one. Give him 5 on that carry, bringing up 2nd and 5.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
This is Eckler on 2nd. A lot of grass ahead. And they can't chop to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And now they have a 1st and goal.
Those unsung heroes, those big guys up front on the O-line, well, let's give them a little love right here, Kate. They don't always get the attention they deserve on the broadcast, but let me tell you, they played a huge role in that big old run.
That's complete to the sideline. Not a ton of room, but he does get the feet down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on 1st down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Still chances to get these final 4 yards. It's 2nd and goal.
Ready.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. And they will score! Touchdown, Washington! The Commanders pull out in front further, 13-zip. Slant route, as it does so many times every game we call, Brock. Paying dividends. Made that touchdown look a lot easier than it was.
An uncontested release that close to the end zone spells disaster for a defense every time, Kate. You got to have a whole lot more physicality at the point of attack because a QB is always going to be looking for that short little slant near the goal line.
Extra point is up and good from Sly. And the Commanders drive out to an early 14-0 lead.
Eagles nothing.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Hardman with a return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles ready to set up shop on offense. And coming off 3 and out, Brock, they really need to build some momentum from the ground as they try to get on that scoreboard here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Good run, gets him 7. That brings up 2nd and 3.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
32-yard line.
2nd and 3. That pass complete to Goddard. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. They pick up 20 yards there. And that's good for an Eagles first down. We've arrived at the end of one on Thursday night. It's a 2-score game early. We'll return to the link right after this. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They'll try to attack this deficit starting with 1st and 10. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
That's got to be so frustrating for the runner. You're fighting the good fight. You even ripped through a tackle to stay afloat, but the blocking can't buy you enough time or room to even get back to the line of scrimmage.
Everyone's prepped. It's 2nd down now. Pressure coming. It's Hurts. That's incomplete left side.
Defense doubled him, knowing that was where the pass was likely headed. A bit surprising. Quarterback still threw in that direction with how well that defense had that play covered.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. Hurts to throw. And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
Well covered on that play. Really not a large window for him to sneak that throw in.
The Eagles are in punt formation. Jamison Crowder back deep for the Commanders. And he's certainly been staying busy. Once again, he's out to punt and sends this flying. That hits at the 9, but nobody around to grab it. It carries all the way into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and Jahan Dotson about to take over on offense once again. They're up 2 touchdowns and could make it a 3-score game here. Offense ready to begin this drive. 1st and 10. They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he's out in the clear. Hits the 20. Touchdown, Washington. The Commanders take a 20-zip lead. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. Wow, just sensational speed from the back that time, Brock. He found a seam, got through it, and he was gone.
You know, it's one thing, Kate, to have singles hitters, right? And you love those, and you appreciate guys that can get on base. But it's the home run hitters that are the difference makers, and what a big-time effort.
Here's Slide to try the point after. The point after splits the uprights. And the Commanders stretch their lead to 21. All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Hardman with a return. And look at this return. And he manages the 35 before they can stop him. The Eagles about set to go on offense. And things are really getting away from him, so an important moment here to try and get a sustained possession going. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he'll have a small 4-yard chunk there. Derek Forrest able to make the stop. 2nd and 6 coming up here. They kick the running back in motion. From the pistol, Hurts. He's got Devontae Smith. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. That play good for 17 and a 1st down.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
Ball on the 45, 1st and 10. Running right, it's Barkley. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
These defensive ends today are so good, Kate, with their hands, and it's often right off the jump. If you can win with your hands, if you can create space, you can get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
All right, here we go, 2nd down. They go to Barkley again. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
This coordinator tried to show some trust and belief in his offense. A run after a negative run? Well, you lose a lot of equity and belief in that coordinator. I don't think he's going to try a third run after back-to-back negative losses.
Here he is on 3rd and long. Taken in by Smith. And he's short of the first after a mild gain.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Braden Mann on the punt. And another mistake for them here. This punt had way too much on it. It's into the end zone for a touchback. The Commanders and running back Austin Eckler headed back to the field. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Even from the booth, Kate, I could hear it. I could hear that front 7 telling the guys on the back end, hey, all I need is a couple seconds of lockdown from you guys, and I'm going to get to this QB. You promise that you deliver? And that's exactly what they did, wasted no time in getting that sack.
Throw complete to Sinnott.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys that can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
A little touch pass here, trying to move the chains. And he stopped cold at the spot. Ooh, he paid for that one, but hey, still enough for that 1st down.
Biggest difference in the college NFL game, we know this, Kate, it's matchups. Right, that college game, so much more space with the wide hash marks. Not so much in the NFL. You've got to cultivate one-on-ones, cultivate matchups. Using the receiver as a runner, that was a matchup successful for this offense.
On target to his man Zacchaeus. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby. But he hangs on through it. Still able to get that 1st down.
You know, Kate, you'll find teams go to this crossing route concept sometimes a dozen times a game. And a lot of times it's for shorter yardage, but sometimes things break in the right coverage for a much bigger impact play, just like that.
A new set of downs awaits him. Here's 1st and 10.
Let's go now.
That's too far in front, and it's not going to be caught.
There's the importance of staying in phase as a defender. He was all over him in coverage, and that really did help force the incompletion.
Couldn't connect on 1st. It's 2nd down. Again, Daniels to the air. This is hauled in by McLaurin. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. It's a pickup of 26. And that'll be good for a Washington 1st.
From a great throw to a nice route and catch to moving the chains, there wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. He's corralled after a modest 4-yard gain. It was Reed Blankenship making the stop.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets a good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
2nd and 6 coming up here.
Here we go. Roll.
Running with Eckler again. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
I talked to a bunch of different GMs, Kate, especially around draft time, and they all say the same thing. Linebackers are so hard to find. It's hard to transition from the college game that's in so much space to this game where you've got to play in a phone booth, yet have that explosiveness to chase a play on the outside down like that linebacker just did.
To the air, 3rd and long. He'll make a bid for it on the ground. They get 19, and now they're going to have 1st and goal.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
4 downs now to get in. Here's first and goal.
Here we go.
Eckler goes the wrong way and is going to lose several here.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
Ready.
Trying again with Eckler. And he's got them down to the doorstep inside the 5. Give him 4 on the play, partner. That pushes them a whole lot closer. 3rd and goal from the 2.
Well, you haven't given up the goal line yet, but this offense is moving closer and closer. Now might be the time defensively to get a little more aggressive, try to stick them with the loss, and make a difficult 4th down decision.
3rd and goal, Eckler. And he's not going to reach the end zone. They bring him down at the 1. Just a 1-yard pickup there. Now a call to make on 4th and goal from the 1.
Well, the defense, they couldn't stop him for a loss, but they denied him the goal line at least. Now we get to see, right, decision time, one of these critical decisions of whether or not they're going to go for an all-or-nothing 4th down play.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. It sails right through a beautifully placed football.
Well, that's the type of long, sustained drive that takes some of the starch out of your opponent. The only negative is that the kicking team was out there for a field goal and not an extra point. But they do come away with 3.
He's going to field this at the 2. They get to him before that return can amount to much, just beyond the 15-yard line. Philadelphia's offense back out for another drive. And I'm sure they're tired of bringing out the punter, Brock. They're hopefully going to give him some rest this time around and find some points to go after that lead. And the drive will start out with a 1st and 10. Running is Barkley. We'll have him gain about a handful there. Frankie Louvu there for the tackle. 1st down play, nets him 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
Fans love the long ball in baseball. It's like they got the home run derby, but you know what? Talk to managers and they will tell you small ball can win too. Singles and doubles, you add them up, you could win a lot of baseball games. Football coaches will tell you, you get runs of that length, it may not be a home run, it may not score points, but it can do some serious damage.
Pickup of 12 on that play. And that's a Philadelphia 1st down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Straight ahead, here's Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he found some running room for a nice gain. Looks like a 9-yard gain, and they'll now have a much shorter 3rd and 5 coming up.
So much to like about that run, Kate, particularly what he was able to get out of it. The defense, I think, feels a little fortunate they were able to track him down before an even bigger run and crossing that 1st down marker.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Toward the sideline, and he's got it. And he goes out a little short of the 40. Big gainer here as he picks up 20. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
I'm not sure how this defense let that guy slip through him like that. On 3rd down, nonetheless, he took that snap as an opportunity, and man, did he make an impact play.
2 on the pickup there, and it's going to be 2nd and 8.
You know, not a ton of yards, but still showing that commitment to the ground game. The type of run that keeps the defense from loading up in coverage and focusing entirely on that passing game.
Here's another carry for Barkley. Runs into traffic and hits a wall. No gain. That was Jonathan Allen on the tackle. Call it no gain on the play, and that brings up 3rd and 9.
These big D tackles in this league, they love weaponizing their size right in the middle of the field. It is so hard to clear lane against him. And once he got his paw on him, it was dead on arrival.
Throw on 3rd down. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's going to be brought down at the 35-yard line. The rookie from Michigan, there that time. It's the 2-minute warning now from the link. The Eagles likely looking at a field goal try. So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. From the right hash, 52 yards out. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the lead to 21.
A lot of them may make it look automatic, but you get this deep, and those field goals are far from a certainty. It took all his concentration, every bit of his strength, to send that puppy through.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. He fields it from the 8. Tackle made as the return gets it out to the 32. The Commanders returning their offense and this running back to the field. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. It's a new set of downs for him at the 32. Daniels on 1st down. Caught him deep behind the line. Oh, the ball is out! And this is going to be a turnover. The defense forces the big play. Well, that didn't take long, Brock. One play, and they're back out there.
Well, that's how a defense can make you awfully happy as an offensive player, especially when you screw it up and you fumble. The defense picks up that offense and puts them right back on the field.
Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. And they'll have a little momentum as they take the field here after their kicker drilled a deep one to end their last drive with points. First down throwing for Hurts. This one falls incomplete.
You know, in the NFL, offensive-minded teams will call it a perfect Friday. They don't want the ball to hit the ground once. And especially on these short to intermediate throws, you got to count on those being efficient and effective.
Hurts trying again on 2nd down. That's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right. Almost a completion of the wrong team there. And that's going to leave him with a tough 3rd and long. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And it's incomplete, and that's going to bring up 4th down.
Oh, that was such an opportunity lost. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points on the series. And instead, well, he just couldn't quite hang on.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
Okay, one of the areas that kickers and quarterbacks are similar, they want to get into rhythm, and no better way to feel good and get into that rhythm than start a game 2 for 2 as a kicker.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Jamison Crowder on the return. He stopped on the return at the 27. Well, we've already seen some nice plays here, and we're going to see plenty more before this game ends. But you might be thinking, with plays like that, my guys' ratings should be better. Well, you're not alone. You got a chance to let the Madden ratings hotline know just what you're thinking. Give them a call, 1-844-MADDEN1, and make your case for who should get a boost. Give him 18 yards on that play, Brock, and it gets him a 1st down.
I love throwing on 1st down. And when you see a 1st down pass just like that, it's taking advantage of a matchup you planned for, and you go out and execute.
1st and 10 now. Here's Daniels. That pass caught by Dotson. And they're going to haul him down just shy of the 40. Big gain, 14 on the play. And the Commanders will have a 1st. From the gun, it's Daniels. This time they're going to get there, and they drop him. The Commanders take a timeout. It's their 1st. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime. Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down.
Let's go now. I'm not lying.
Trying again following the sack. Pulled in by Dotson along the sideline.
Kid, I can't tell you how good that is. Anticipating the outcut, having the ball on the way before the receiver's head even turns, he puts it on him so that receiver can easily get out of bounds for the nice gain.
That's caught for the first. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. It's a pickup of 11. And that'll be good for a Washington first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. To hit a curl route of that length, it takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Up to the line, and they're set. 1st and 10. Why not go back to it again if it's working? Complete. And they have this down to the 11 before being marked down. To the line we go. They're set. 1st and 10.
Here we go.
From the red zone now. This one's caught. And he drives this forward to the 6.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Halfway to the marker. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun snap to Daniels. And he rips this one out and over the back of the end zone. Incomplete.
Just something off in the rhythm of their passing game on that one. Time to recalibrate and keep throwing it to get back into rhythm.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have 3rd down here. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he just gets rid of this one, but unfortunately, that means 4th down coming up.
So many coaches love 3rd downs, and they practice them so much, Kate. Why? Because they're the money down in the NFL. Whether it's a close game already out of hand, coaches know got to execute and convert on these 3rd downs.
And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that stretches the lead to 21.
That's why they spend all the time on the practice field during the week. That kind of operation. Perfect rhythm, perfect timing, and a 2 for 2 for this kicker.
So new kickoff rules. This is going to come out to the 30, not the 25 on the touchback. All right, this is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. One final shot before halftime. He's throwing deep to the left. That's complete inside the 35-yard line. And he breaks into enemy territory before being stopped on a huge gain. Well, that brings us to the midway point of this one. The Commanders enjoying a nice little lead here on the road. Now we'll send you down the East Coast to our studios in Orlando. Jonathan Coachman and the EA Sports Halftime Report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Brock in just a moment. But first, let's give everybody a look at what's coming up later this weekend around the NFL. In the early window on Sunday, one of the best happens up in Pittsburgh. A big one for the Steelers, as they'll take on the visiting Baltimore Ravens. Out on the West Coast, more good stuff in the late afternoon as we'll be watching the game at SoFi Stadium. Well, it will be the Chargers taking on the Cincinnati Bengals. And then finally, a good one on Sunday Night Football between the Indianapolis Colts and the New York Jets. It was Austin Eckler who was the star of that first half. He's already over 100 yards rushing for the game and has a touchdown run as well. This was an extremely one-sided first half. One team showed up, ready to go. The other's been in a daze thus far, but there's still plenty of time left for this one to tighten up significantly. These two teams making their final adjustments for the second half ahead. It's time to get back at it. For the call, let's rejoin Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much. Coach, but now it's time to turn our attention back to this one as we begin the third quarter. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. The visitors and this running back headed back out for a new series. And unsurprisingly, Brock, a great day on the scoreboard so far for him. Has him with the advantage as we move through this third quarter. 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now Daniels off the play action. He's got it to him yet again. That is caught. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot. Now hang on, looks like somebody came out after that play a little shaken up. Not sure we saw exactly what happened, but he'll get some assistance now. One play in, and already they're close to midfield. Now the shotgun give to Eckler. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
They say about great outfielders in baseball, there's just something to them. They've got a knack, a feel, an instinct to take the right line, the right angle. For safeties, to create tackles for loss in the run game, it's the exact same attribute and skill set. Got to take that right angle and then go finish that runner.
And he reaches midfield and starts driving into Eagles territory. He gets them half of what they needed, so after a 7-yard gain, it's 3rd and 7.
That does not show up on any explosive stat sheet, but let me tell you, Kate, that's the real deal right there. You run for that kind of yardage consistently in the NFL, you do set yourself.
This has been a trend, yet another interception. And the Eagles will take over as he records his first interception of our season. They worked hard to have the halftime lead, Brock, but now that defense working hard to take it away.
Not wasting any time, are they? You know, they love to say about baseball, Kate, baseball's a game of adjustments. So is the NFL, and especially in the second half. You have all that data from the first half. You want to take it all in, and defensively you want to adjust exactly what they did to take the ball away there to begin the second.
Eagles in a good spot here as they come up to the line, 1st and 10. Starting on the ground here with Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Just a gain of 1, and that brings up 2nd and 9.
You know, they got some positive yards. That's a good thing. But too many plays like that, it just is too hard to pile together, get first downs against the better defenses in this league.
Finds a seam down the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the first.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
And they've got themselves another 1st and 10. A give to Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8. Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
No luck on the connection. It's incomplete.
That's somebody they're going to look for if he has any space deep. That space, though, Kate, just disappeared between when he let that pass go and when he actually made it down the field.
A 46-yard attempt.
And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it gets a fraction closer as the lead's down to 18.
He's happy to bring them 3 points closer, but I'm sure he sees the situation of the game. He knows 3 isn't going to cut it to end these drives. They need to find the end zone.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Fielded at the 7. And he's walloped just as he gets across the 25. What a hit. He's down shy of the 30. This offense headed back to the field, led by their receiver. And you know that interception is in the back of their minds as they head back out there now. On first down, here's Daniels. Oh no, they get him yet again! Picked off Reed Blankenship. And the Eagles take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Okay, Brock, now back-to-back drives where they have picked him off. That's got to be a worrying trend for these coaches who know how integral the passing game is to their game plan and their success.
Those poker players, the best of them, when they figure out a tell, they know exactly how to beat their opponent. This defense right now, they're reading this quarterback like a book.
The offense getting set to go. And down double digits, Brock. Field goals like we saw on their last drive aren't going to move the needle as much as they need to. On first down, Hurts. He's descended upon quickly and dropped after it looks like a yard gain. All down by Dorrance Armstrong.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason, where one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league. Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Hurts now from the gun. He has the first over the middle. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. And even 20 yards on the play, and it awards them with a 1st and goal.
You're not going to last long in the National Football League if you don't convert a good chunk of your third downs. Nice find there to continue the series.
This offense in position now. It's 1st and goal. They're going to run with Barkley. And their struggles on the ground continue as he's tackled after a small gain. A timeout now as medical staff runs out to deal with an injured player, and that's A.J. Brown, the man in question. Here's 2nd and goal from the 6. Hurts looking to throw. Able to get it to Barkley. And the defense is all over this one for a big loss. So after that completion, we've got a player in some visible discomfort. And here come the trainers to get him some help. They've held him out twice. Here we go. 3rd and goal. Throwing here, Hurts. Taken in by Smith. And they've got him behind the line for a big loss.
I'll tell you, that is a humbling moment to see a completed 3rd down pass actually go backwards instead of towards the sticks.
So on 4th down, on comes the Eagles kicker, Jake Elliott, for the try. It's a 34-yarder from that right hash. And it is good. No problems there on the shorter attempt. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
That's now 4 field goals for him, and he's doing his part to try and give them a chance to win this game. But one kicker is not going to overcome everything with this team. He needs his guys to start sending them out there for extra points, and his defense to start getting some stops.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Here's a return from the 7. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. Out comes the Commander offense for another series. Drive starts out with a 1st and 10. Interception last drive doesn't deter them. They're going right back to the air. And he reaches the 35 before going out.
Translatable skills, that's what you call it. So effective as a runner, but those same traits that make him a great runner, adept at getting those yards, well, he translates it now as a receiver in the open field.
Completed over the middle. And he's downed after getting this up to the 41. They get 6 and a 1st down as well.
Sure seems like he knew exactly what he wanted, and he got it, going right where he wanted to with the ball off the snap.
1st and 10 from the 41. Daniels. He gets this one to McLaurin. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39. An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
That is what elite offenses are all about. Why worry about 3 downs when you need only 1? Move the chains in one play and keep driving that defense backwards.
First down now, ball at the 39-yard line. Play fake here, Daniels. Taking the deep shot there on 1st down. Okay, no luck connecting. It's incomplete.
The offense not shy about sending them downfield to try and stretch that secondary. Even still, one of the deeper targets you'll see him get. It's a shame they couldn't find a connection.
Daniels from the pistol. Has him on the quick hitter. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
Part of the reason I leave you pregame, Kate, and get down to that field and watch these guys throw and catch is I want to see their timing. I want to see their anticipation. That is picture perfect right there. A crossing route thrown that quickly tells me these two are on the same page.
Again, Daniels to the air. And even on 3rd down, he sees no choice other than to get rid of it. Not the play they wanted. It's going to be 4th down.
So often, so many of these games in the NFL, well, they come down to a play or 2, and 3rd downs are critical. Whether it's in a close game or already out of hand, their coach wants to see them convert those.
So for the 3rd time tonight, they're going to bring him out for a field goal try. Needs a good amount here, too. 51 yards away. And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
So many of these players on the field, Kate, they just strive for consistency, but not the kickers. They strive for perfection, and so far, he's just that.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25 after the return. Their offense returning to the field for another possession. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. They'll get this drive started. 1st and 10. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And there's a sign of life from the ground game. He's forward with a nice pickup. It's an 8-yard pickup, and they're going to have 2nd and 2 next.
I'm not kidding you, Kate. A run of that length at the NFL level, honestly, is the equivalent of a run of 15-plus at the high school level. It's hard in the run game to make yards, and they just got a very successful one.
From the 33 on 2nd down. And this one's dropped for what would have been a nice gain.
Oh, that drop is such a bummer because it ruins the payoff of such a well-designed play, Kate. Got the man open, beat the coverage, but then you got to go finish it. You got to go make that catch. I will say, keep that one in mind. They can revisit that play in the future.
And he'll go down, and we'll say right at the 39-yard line. 6 yards on the play and enough for a first.
I don't know what it is, Kate, but I love 3rd down runs. I really do. I know the receivers don't always like it because money down, they want the ball, but a 3rd down run for a 1st down can be so demoralizing to that defense.
And he's brought down after a nice gain and a 1st down. Well, we've talked about this before, Brock. The thinking's simple but effective. We'll stop getting it to this guy when you find a way to stop him, and they have yet to do that today.
You know, there's just certain things up in this booth that I love. I think you could feel it emanating from me. And one of them is when you impose your will, and you don't back away from it. If they can't stop it, run it right at them.
And they're going to bring him down at the 36. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
First down, a run with Barkley. And he's caught behind the line for a loss.
Good defensive tackles in this league, Kate. They can take up a couple blockers. Great defensive tackles. Well, they stuff the stat sheet just like that, knocking that run backwards before it could get started.
Offense to the line for second down. Option play, they give it to Barkley. And that's good for a gain of 5. Brought down by the future Hall of Famer, Bobby Wagner. We'll get a stoppage now. Looks like we have someone banged up after that run, in need of some attention. Let's see what they draw up on a 3rd and 7. Shotgun snap for Hurts. And that's incomplete. He's going to wish he hung on to that pick there, but it's still going to bring up 4th down.
Gosh, you could just almost feel his eyes up here, Kate, getting huge, right? He was envisioning the return, and he simply dropped it. Got to secure that pick before you think of anything else.
And this kick is good. He needed to get all of it there, and he did. And that lowers the deficit to 15.
Boy, that's a familiar path he's taken here. Now the 5th time he's run out and gotten the job done. I know. You'd rather have him be PATs, but it's been nice having that reliable leg to turn to all game long.
Fielded at the 7. Big lick from the coverage team there. That's going to stop the return before it can get to the 30. The visitors and Terry McLaurin are ready for another look on offense. And they were able to contribute 3 points to the lead their last time out. Another chance to build on that advantage here. They're out and set, 1st and 10. Drive starts with an option, right side. It's a massive 35-yard pickup, first down.
Hey, forget about it. Forget first down. For a moment, they were thinking touchdown on that play. What a time to deliver a breakaway run. And that puts a ton of momentum on their side for the next snap.
Down inside the 40 now with a first down following that last play. On the give, here's Eckler. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Second down now, 7 to go. Staying with Eckler. And he'll be stopped after getting this down to the 31. 5 yards on the play. They could just do that again. 3rd and 2 coming up.
A humble 5 to 6 yard gain on the ground. Not a huge gain, not a game-changing play by any means, but one that keeps you on schedule and takes some of the starch out of that front 7.
Third down give to Eckler. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away.
That's one of those plays, Kate, as an offense, it just sticks with you a little bit. It bothers you that you just can't convert on a very manageable down and distance. And on the other side, it sure gives you some confidence defensively to get off the field.
A familiar sight in this contest, Brock. He's out there again for another field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 47-yarder. And that one is good. A little longer, but no problem at all. And it's a 3-score game now, an 18-point lead.
Well, when we start discussing who their most dependable scorer is in this game, I don't think it's one of these skill guys, not even the quarterback, who comes to my mind first. I'm going to bring up this kicker. He's now a perfect 4 for 4 on field goals and contributing big time to this lead.
Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. The Eagles back out on offense. Their running back headed out once again. They have been automatic scoring in this quarter, and yet another opportunity to do so here. Offense ready to begin this drive, 1st and 10. Barkley trying this up the gut. And he stopped after a nice gain up past the 25. A nice 6-yard pickup. They're going to have 2nd and 4.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Operating from the gun, here's Hurts. This one is hit by a defender and winds up incomplete.
Any DB prefers a highlight reel interception to just forcing an incomplete pass. But as soon as he realized a pick wasn't possible on the play, well, he gets his hands on it and made sure it wasn't completed.
Hurts with it on 3rd and short. Dumped off to his running back. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains.
That's what we call situational football. You spend all week working on your nickel passing game package to take advantage of 3rd downs just like that.
10 at the 31-yard line.
They go with Barkley here. And he won't salvage that. It's a loss on the play.
Well, they were hoping to get outside and meet those guys at the 2nd level. Well, someone from the 2nd level came to beat him on his turf. And that meeting didn't go so well.
Here we go, 2nd and very long. Pass complete to Campbell. And it's a nice gain, but still not enough for the 1st.
Such a terrific job by the receiver. You can't give that route away. You got to run a curl. And the best curl and go, hook and go, out and up guys, Kate, they run that initial route full speed. He did, got the defense to bite, and the play went right over his head.
And he's tackled with the 1st down yardage.
Win the early battle. Get a little leverage. Low man wins off the line, and that's all that was needed to ensure that 1st down right there.
From the 44-yard line now, 1st and 10. They go to Barkley again. And they will stop him at the line on what proves to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. Following the play, we have an injured commander. The training staff out there to check on him as we pause. We've reached the end of the 3rd quarter on this Thursday night. It's not quite over yet, but it'd take a pretty miraculous comeback. We've got a 3-score game as we get set to start the 4th quarter. 2nd and 10, need to get some positive yardage here. Hurts setting up to throw. Goddard makes the catch. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Hurts to throw. And that one's incomplete. For now, he brings up 4th. Let's see what this penalty flag is all about. Tempting to perhaps take the yards and run 3rd down again, partner, but they decline it. That's going to bring up 4th down. Offense staying on the field. This is 4th down. On 4th down, Hurts. He finds it beyond the marker. And this is marked down right along that 40-yard line. It's an 11-yard gain to back up the considerable gamble there on 4th down, and they move those chains.
Oh, I love 4th downs. It just brings out the very best, and you get to see how you handle the most pressure, and it turns out, well, they handled it pretty darn well, and now they'll keep pushing.
First and 10, here's Hurts. And this throw's knocked away, incomplete. Was Devontae Smith the intended receiver? And now they face 2nd down. Hurts throwing again. That's knocked away by a defender, incomplete.
Well, I'll tell you what that deflection is all about is following the quarterback's eyes. DB knew where that throw was going. With that intuition, he was able to get a hand on it and send it right out of bounds.
On 3rd down, it's Hurts. That pass complete to Goddard. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They get 22 on that one. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll come up 1st and 10. Here's Saquon. And they make the stop, but a lot closer to the end zone now. He got it to the 11. Call it 7 yards, and now they'll have 2nd down and 3.
It's got to be so demoralizing as a defense when you go up against a running back who just keeps those legs churning like a piston in an engine, and that effort's contagious. This entire offense is getting a boost, and he busts those tackles.
Gets it towards the end zone, but it's incomplete.
You know, as a QB, I'm going to note that in the back of my head. That was a heck of a break. Knocks the ball away. DBs like that, they tend to, once they get one hand on the ball, have a pretty good beat on you and can get 2 hands on it the next time.
Shotgun now on 3rd down. Ooh, that looked like a pick for a second, but it hits the end zone grass. They are very fortunate to get this one back, but now they've got 4th down.
That was it. That was their chance to escape this series. They were looking for a way out without giving up any points, and that was their ticket off the field. Unfortunately, they just couldn't quite hang on. If they wanted any kind of shot here, Kate, to come back at this game, that field goal had to go through and make it a 2-score game. That's only the first of what would need to be several steps here in a hurry to have a chance to try to pull this out.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. Crowder with a return here. Finds some space. He's past the 30. And he gets across the 30 before he's brought down. This offense headed out as we get a look at their running back. They're up by 2 scores, Brock, but we've got some time left, so they still need to mount a drive here. Daniels on 1st down. It's taken in by Sinnott. And they finally bring him down, but that is a big gain and a new set of downs. How about 29 yards on 1st down? And a fresh set of downs on its way.
You want to become a quarterback's best friend? Do that. Turn a short little gain, a short little pass into some yards after catch, and that quarterback will find you again.
New slate of downs to approach here from the 40. Quick touch pass to the receiver. And with a nice gain, he runs him down inside of field goal range. Give him 9 yards. He almost moved the chains there. It's going to be 2nd and 1. Shotgun handoff now to Eckler. And he's brought down for a loss.
Kate, it's amazing how fast these guys are on the field and how fast your fortunes can turn. 2nd and short run, you're feeling good about yourself. But with a negative play, well, now comes a critical 3rd down.
All plays on the table here for 3rd and 3. Running with Eckler again. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Less than a yard needed here on 4th. Going for it, it's Eckler. And they take him down right along the 30. Only 1 yard, but when all you need is an inch or two, Brock, that'll still move the chains. 1st and 10 now from the 30. To throw, Daniels. Put the body on the line for his team. And they get this down to the 12-yard line before being stopped. That one goes for 17 yards and moves the chains.
Every tight end worth his salt wanted this. Really craved man-to-man coverage. The best of them, give me man-to-man coverage and I'm gonna beat you. I was around Dallas Clark and Indy, one of the best. You play man-to-man, he's gonna find a way to out-leverage you, separate from you, and make a play just as that tight end did.
Looking for his wide receiver there. So it's 2nd down coming up. Out of the gun, Daniels. And he will score. It's a Washington touchdown. The Commanders make it a 3-score game in the 4th. Well, as they drive forward to what right now looks like it should be a win, Brock. He sure is taking advantage of a nice little chance to boost his stat line. His 2nd touchdown of the game.
Yeah, you just kind of feel these two building some trust, right? Just more and more equity. Certainly paying dividends in this one, but more than likely for more games to come.
His kick is good, for the moment at least, as we've got a flag down on the field. I think they're going to get him for hitting the kicker. So they tag him for roughing the kicker, and now this kickoff's going to come from the 50. Let's see if they loft it and try to stick him deep. All set for the kickoff. Slide with the honors. And that one flies right on past the end zone. Didn't make an effort to hit the landing area at all, so they're going to gift them a drive starting at the 30. Their offense ready to take the field now. And all game, they have struggled to attack this deficit. Maybe they can do a little window dressing here. 1st down throwing for Hurts. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So 2nd down coming up. Hurts now from the gun. That's Smith on the slant. And that's good yardage with a new set of downs.
I think one of my first welcome to the NFL moments, Kate, was my first rookie mini camp. And in the West Coast system, and Mike Holmgren, who taught like Bill Walsh, it wasn't just getting a completion, it was putting it right on the spot so the receiver could do damage like we just saw.
On 1st down, Hurts. able to get it to Barkley. And he'll be brought down a step or two shy of midfield. They're going to mark him at the 48.
It's sure nice to have that safety valve. Sure nice to have a running back that's not just able to tote it, Kate, but he's able to catch it. That's now multiple times they've looked his way, and multiple times he's delivered.
Here we go, 2nd and 9. That won't be caught outright. It's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. So they're left facing 3rd and long.
They would sure love to connect on some of these intermediate throws, those chunk throws. Getting a completion like that, well, not only does it spark your offense, but it just sets you up for even more aggressive play calling.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Trying for the deep ball. And disaster averted. He knocks away the deep ball, incomplete. Trying to force one through there. So that brings up 4th and long.
I don't fault the look downfield at all. I mean, that was just a situation there where it's a better defensive play than the offense executing.
Desperation time here on 4th. And it's going to be incomplete. To extend the drive. So the defense rises to the challenge and gives the ball back to their offense.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
First and 10, ball set up at the 48.
Here we go.
A tight end in motion now. On 1st down, here's Eckler. And the defense gets there to force a small loss.
These edge defenders in the league today, Kate, they've got so much on their list to do. A huge to-do list. They got to get to the passer, they got to set an edge, and they got to stop that run game, not just on the end of the line, but in that case, right in the middle of the field.
From the gun, it's Daniels. He's on the move. He's running with it. And he slides to a stop after a great run, but still not quite enough for that 1st down. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. Option play, here's a give to Eckler. And he'll push this upfield and earn them a new set of downs.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the 1st down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
The drive picks up here, 1st and 10.
Come on.
Shotgun snap to Daniels. That pass caught by Dotson. And they catch up to him, but not until he's got a huge gain and a 1st down. They got 24 yards on the play. And that will set up 1st and goal.
As a quarterback, when you throw that curl route, you know it's a tight window, Kate, but the minute that DB turns and can't react to the throw, you put it right on your receiver's numbers. He comes back and gets it and moves the sticks.
They'll break the huddle and come up on 1st and goal. Trying to run in, Eckler is across the line for the Washington touchdown. The Commanders put up even more points in a win. It's an Austin Eckler touchdown. It's what every player who scores a touchdown wants to do, Brock. He wants to get right back there and put another 6 on the board.
I've never met an NFL player content with one end zone trip in a game.
Nope.
Yeah, if you're content, you're not making it to this league. You get one, you're instantly thinking of another, and the fortunate few are able to actually deliver on it.
Here's Sly to try the point after.
Red, blue, check, opposite, green, check, pink.
Extra point sent right down the middle. And the Commanders continue piling on to this lead.
Eagles 18.
All set for the kickoff. Sly with the honors. Hardman with a return. And he's brought down just inside the 25 on the return. Now the Eagle offense headed back out to the field. Their failure on 4th down was answered by a touchdown, so they're really going to need to rebuild some momentum as they take the field once again. Carr with it on first. This one finds Goddard. And this one's brought to a halt at about the 36-yard line. They get 13 on the pickup. And that's a Philadelphia first down.
First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Carr here from the gun. Completed to his running back. They managed 22 on the rip and a first down.
I don't know about you, Kate, but I think somebody's auditioning for some extra work as a receiver. If he could do that coming out of the backfield, imagine the damage he could do if they sent him out into one of those spots out wide.
Pistol snap to Carr. And the first down pass sent away by a defender, incomplete.
You know, ball skills are not just a selling point for receivers entering the draft. Teams want defenders, especially in this day and age of the passing game, who can make plays on the ball too, especially on these deeper throws. He doesn't swat that one away. We could be looking at a huge gain.
Smith pulls this one in along the sideline.
That one came with a higher degree of difficulty. He had to balance focusing on the catch while staying in bounds.
Short yardage situation here. It's 3rd and 2. Putting a receiver in motion. Throwing now, 3rd and 2. Complete beyond the marker. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed, enough to keep this drive moving.
Carr now on 1st and 10. Catch is made in close. Touchdown, Philadelphia. So an absolutely beautiful throw there, finding his man in space who turns it into 6.
Yeah, they really took advantage there, Kate, of some soft coverage. You want that on that corner route. Plenty of space for that route to develop. Great execution, and it pays off with the touchdown.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Eagles trail by 22 now. Elliott's all set for the kickoff. And he opts not to bring this one out, so they're going to enjoy some good starting field position from the 30. The Commanders all set to regain possession. And taking a look at these highlights, Brock, just a reminder of the type of game that they have had throwing the football. It really has been the key to their success.
Yeah, they've just not only stayed on schedule here, Kate. Man, they've made some music, right? Great rhythm.
Yeah.
Not just ahead of schedule, but huge plays have followed. We've seen a lot of different looks and wrinkles throughout this performance, and it's been a joy to watch.
They'll start the drive with Eckler. And he'll knife his way through for a pickup of 4. Now it looks like we have somebody who was shaken up on that play. You gotta hope this is nothing serious. Austin Eckler, the player the trainers are headed out there for. 2nd and 6 coming up here. Here's Robinson up the middle. And he's brought down after a short gain. Give him 2 on the run. That's going to set him up with 3rd and 4.
Let's go now. Check. Unlock right.
Here's Daniels. Makes the grab in bounds left side. Following that completion, medical staff headed out for an injured player. We'll see what the nature of his injury is. New set of downs for him from the 46. First and 10, a run to Robinson. And that tackle stops him after a solid gain. He managed 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
That's what I call a rhythm starter right there. Man, offenses love execution and plays like that on first down, Kate, because now that playbook is wide open. All options on the table for 2nd down.
On 2nd down, Robinson. And that's good yardage there with a new set of downs to boot.
They had the first down by a comfortable margin right there. Remember that play call. Put that one away. Could be a money play for them the next time they're in a similar spot.
All right, all set up now. 1st and 10. So that brings us to the 2-minute warning in Philly. Commanders close to picking up their 5th win. They're now set for 1st and 10. Another carry for Robinson. And he's going to be stopped at the 17-yard line. They come through with a nice gain of 10 and a 1st down.
Now, don't think for a second they're going to slow down the tempo. Defense on their heels. And right now is the best chance to go push that envelope and get aggressive.
Bronco switch.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he'll only find 1 yard up the gut. 2nd down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Staying with Robinson. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Hey, look, any run of this size is going to wound a defense. But you get this game going right up the heart of their defense, you start to break their will and break their pride.
So it's a win on the road for the Commanders. And they take the first skirmish with their division rivals, with a chance at a sweep awaiting them later in the year in their building. And with Brock Heward and our EA Sports crew, I'm Kate Scott saying so long from this one. It's a win for the Commanders as we say so long from Philadelphia.